Hi everyone, welcome to the show. This is your friend, your trainer, Vinayak, live from Kolkata. Today is 23rd of August, and we have brought footprinting and reconnaissance, scanning network, and vulnerability assistance for you. So let me share my screen. So we have got footprinting and reconnaissance, scanning network, and vulnerability analysis. So this is to be covered in all 3 hours there. So if you have any questions from previous stage session, please put up them there on chat. We will be answering it, shortly. So what is footprinting and reconnaissance? So footprinting and reconnaissance is an idea of making ourselves aware about an organization, a company, a person, or any particular public in group over there. There are two types of footprinting and reconnaissance. One is called active footprinting and another one is called passive footprinting. So active footprinting means we are directly involved in making ourselves aware about the different persistence of the organization. Like we will use commands like Nmap to get in some intel about that organization. While in passive footprinting, we will use some Google search or some other search engines particularly to get the information. So we'll be dealing with both of them, so active footprinting and passive footprinting. So active footprinting is even sometimes called scanning a network, right? So we have scanning on network and what do you say, reconnaissance. Both are both are somewhat having the same meaning over there. Okay, so with that, let's move on and let's have some real-time picture of how we can use footprinting and reconnaissance to gather information or gather intelligence about an organization, a company, or a people. So we'll start up the lab. So we'll use this pen tester's machine and we'll use this Kali Linux over there. So this is pen tester's machine here and we'll use this Kali Linux machine. For my convenience, if I have taken up a snapshot, so I'll just take down myself to the snapshot over. So I don't think that there is a snapshot over here for this machine. So no problem. So power it on. Power it on. So just let me verify that whether they are in NAT or whether they are in bridged mode. So if they are in bridged mode, I'll be able to scan up my whole LAN, in fact, right? So that is why we have to verify it a bit. So it will take some time to boot properly. So we'll have a look into the booting sequences over here. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm ready to take up questions. Is it necessary to use Google Cloud Platform? Is there any? Okay, so who's this? Cosmic Sai. Is it necessary to use Google Cloud Platform? Is there any use of Google Cloud Platform in further classes? See, without Google Cloud Platform, it is almost virtually impossible to uh, hack up any other system in any other part of the world, right? So that is why we are using Google Cloud Platform. If you want to practice it in your LAN, so you can go over there and practice it in your LAN. So it doesn't matter at all. So VMware license keys are available over there in the same folder from where you downloaded that VMware. Okay, DR. Yes, you can. Ansuman Mishra, you can use AWS instead of this GCP. Obviously, you can use that. Parmesh Majumdar, we'll see that if time permits, we'll repeat that phishing part over there. I hope that this is that would be available in the recordings there. Okay, so the machines are live, I guess. So this Kali Linux, yes, this is again online. I'll just drag off this one. So today's class is about footprinting and reconnaissance, right? So we'll start up with ping command, obviously. So the ping command is the, you can say, the all-time favorite command of a hacker to find out that whether a system is alive or not. So just let me increase the font size here. Sudo hyphen and the password. Okay, so first of all, I'll go to Windows machine and do a bit of ping in there. Okay, I guess that it should be visible now. At least it should be visible on your. So you can switch off the cam if you want. Please, from the back end, you can switch off the cam if you want. You don't need a cam now. Okay, so we'll issue a command ping, and as I told you in one of my classes in earlier, that you cannot just go and poke up anybody's system over there. So like you have to take up authorization from that company, that person that I want to just, or they would give you permission in order to test up their network or their asset in fact. But there are certain you can say systems that is pre-designed that come and just try to hack me up. So these systems are particularly called honeypots, right? So there is one of the honeypot called certifiedhacker.com. So we'll just type in there ping www.certifiedhacker.com. So this site is obviously almost every time it's reachable. So we'll just have a look. So this is reachable, right? Now our idea is to footprint that what is the maximum packet size it can exactly go for there without fragmenting the packet. What do I mean by this? So let me just grab up an MS Paint over there. Wait a second. So let us say that this is your source and this is your destination. This is your source and this is your destination. So whenever you just send up a packet from source to a destination, a packet of a particular size is found. So let us say that the packet size is exactly around 2048 MB or 2048 bytes, right? So but this 2048 bytes doesn't travel up the network in one go. So what happens is that the packet is broken into several pieces and it exactly is sent over the network. Now here at this point it is like that packet can be taken as it is, or it can be further broken down into several pieces so that it exactly can take up one piece at a time. Got the point? So this is how the whole network exactly works over there. So this particular methodology is called fragmentation. Now what we want to do, we want to know our idea is to know that what is the maximum fragment size, max fragment size that destination can attend. In order to know that, what we will do, we'll just defragment the packet and we'll send it. Okay. And once the packet is defragmented, they will say that don't just break the packets. We'll issue a command in such a way that the packet doesn't get broken up. Okay, or the packet doesn't get fragmented, and it is sent as such into the on the destination side. So at one point of time, it will come that it will start replying of the packet. We'll send up big packets over there, and we'll see that it is not, at what point of time it starts replying. Right. So that would be exactly the size of the packet that this you can say website or that this asset can particularly handle in one go. So let's have a look. I'm not sharing that. Yes, second. And www.certifiedhacker.com, and after that we have hyphen F means don't fragment it, and hyphen L means load of the packet. So let's say that the load of the packet is 1500. So see here, now it is not pinging over there. Why it is not pinging? Because see at the bottom it is telling that packet needs to be fragmented but df set. That means I have told the system that please do not send a packet by fragmenting, don't defragment the packet, right? So this, what has happened is the packet is not defragmented in that way. The packet is not defragmented in that way. CLS, clear the screen. I don't know why the system is missing today. Okay. So this time what I'll do is that I'll just send up a smaller size packet. Let us say 1470, 1480 there. So 1480, it's still telling that the packet needs to be fragmented. And I'll just send something like 1470. Okay. So 1470, it started pinging. That means the number is somewhere between 1470 to 1480. So if I just take up 1400, let us say 75. So still it is telling that the packet has to be fragmented. Now that means the number is somewhere between 1470 to 1475. So let's take 1474. So still had that means it should be somewhere between 1470 to 1474. So I'll just take in this time 1473. No, still the packet is not. It's telling that I cannot ping. So what I'll do is that I'll just change it to 1472. Now it has started pinging. So what does this mean? This means that the packet size that it can attain over there is 1472 on the point. So this is how we exactly know that what is the maximum handling capacity of a particular website. Okay. So with that, let's move on to the next part of this section. Okay, next part is trace RT command. So trace RT command, so just let me clear the screen. So trace RT command is used to find out the maximum number of hops that a packet needs to be crossed in order to reach to its destination. So command is trace RT, and let's take the same website www.certifiedhacker.com. So if it is showing up a star over there, that means that part of what do you say? That part of hopping or that part of router is particularly ICMP protected. That means it is firewalled or something. Otherwise, it would show me up in real details that how much of hops does it take to reach up over there. So let me just show you. So I guess that my whole of the network is particularly protected. So what I'll do is that I'll show up this particular intel, or I'll show up this particular information on some cloud platform. SSH at www.pic. SRT and www dot. So is trace RT a command available over here? No, it's not available. So it's TRSCE and it's trace root, TRSCROUT. In Linux it's called trace root. Trace root www dot certified hacker.com. So this is only the difference between a Windows system and a Linux system. Here the command is trace root, and here we have. So you can see that we just found out that we crossed up 10 different hops in there to reach up that particular destination, right? So this is, so here we still are working on that. Now let us say that how will we exactly reach up our system? Let us say www.facebook.com. It told me that the Facebook is available at 31.13, so it just reached there in 4 particular hubs there. So this is how trace RT particularly works. So trace RT is used to find out the number of hops. So we call all these steps hops over there. So this is the IP address of a router, in fact. So this is again the IP address of one of the routers. So all these IP addresses are particularly called hops, or in fact they are IP addresses of the routers that the packet is exactly crossing. Okay, so let's come to, so here it is request timed out. That means all the packet is particularly blocked in there. Okay, so we'll just control C in here. I'm just, it will try to cross up 30 hops, but it will, I think there is a particularly blocking in the network there. That is why we are not able to cross that. Okay, so whatever. Let's come to the next part in here. The next part is your NS lookup. So we want to find out, let us say, this is very interesting, right? So we want to find out, let us say, mail servers of the domains like whatever, any domains like let us say cloudbaba.in or Gmail, google.com. So how will we find out the mail servers? So clearing the screen. Or how will you find the DNS servers? So there is a command called ns lookup. So go to ns lookup and type in there any domain www dot let us say facebook.com. So it will return you with the IP address of that particular domain. So it's 157.240.23.35, right? Now let us say that I want to know the mail servers of that particular uh, web domain or website or whatever you say, right? So I'll just type in here set type is equal to mx. Mx is for mail server. That means I just want to know mail server of whatever I am going to type after this one. So I'll just type in here, let us say www.cloudbaba.com. So it told me that the mail server of the this particular domain is dns.jomex.net, right? In the same way, I'll just clear off this clutter in here. Wait a sec. I'll just buy from here, exit from here. It's not visible at the bottom, so that's why I'm exiting. Clearing this. Again, I'll type in ns lookup. Set type is equal to let us say again mx. So I just want to know something about, let us say, google.com. So we'll just type in here google.com. There are so many mail servers for google.com, we can see here, right? So these are the mail servers for google.com, alt1.aspmpx.l.google.com and blah blah blah. There are so many. They have got 5 mail servers. So how do we do that? Know that these are mail servers because we queried for mx and they are returning me with mx records in there. So particularly this is how we know that how and what are the particular you can say uh, what do you say, mail servers of that particular organization. So let's now find out DNS servers of that particular organization or any particular organization, I mean to say. So just I'll exit in here once again because the lower part is not visible, and ns lookup and set type is equal to, and this time ns. Set type is equal to ns brings us name servers. That means what are the DNS servers of that particular organization. So how will I do that now? Let us take that same example, cloudbaba.com. This gives me information that ns21.domaincontrol.com and ns22.domaincontrol.com. So these two are your what do you say, name servers of that particular domain called cloudbaba. So we have just completed a bit of reconnaissance where we found that what are the mail servers and what are the you can say what is it, DNS servers of that particular organization. Right. So if you have any questions, just give me a second here. And yeah, here questions. I'm getting a bit of hanging situation in here. Give me a second. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please put up your questions. I am just having a look of all their questions in this cell phone there. There are so many Kali tools that there are a whole lot of Kali tools. I mean to say that exactly you have to learn in this whole period over there, right? So Kali is particularly a collection of tools, isn't it? So there are so many tools there that penetration testers would learn. So to what is the minimum number of packets? So see the how many packets you can send over there. It can be decided over here using this particular. Just come over here. So I'll just exit here and see here. If you want to send, let's say, certain amount of packet, whose question was this? Alex Philip. So if you want to send, let us say, unlimited number of packets. So let's say I want to send a packet to 8.8.8, ping 8.8.8.8 and -t. So this will send unlimited, unterminated ping, right? Now, if you want to send, let us say, 5 packets over there. So -n5. So this is going to send up 5 packets to that system over there, right? So you saw that it sent 5 packets. Now if you want to send up let us say with a load of 500 bytes, by default it is pinging with 32 bytes of data. You can see here it's pinging with 32 bytes of data. So if you just want to ping it, this one, with 500 bytes of data, so just click type on there L500. So that means loaded with 500 over there. So this is going to take up this one and ping it with 500 bytes of data. Uh, you can use that same command in Kali terminal, but there is a bit of difference with what do you say, -l, -n. So -n becomes -c in Kali, -l becomes -a in Kali. So that is the difference. Otherwise, it is the same, right? Got that, Prithvi Raj. Prithvi Raj asked me this question. So then, can we use the same command in Kali terminal? Yes, we can, but with a bit of option differences in there, like -n changes to -c and -l changes to -a. Uh, we will use this machine, that is your Kali, and we will use this machine, which is your pen tester's machine, in fact, right? And we will use one more machine, which is your B-box machine. So we have got this B-box machine, right? So there are 3 machines that we will particularly use in this whole program. Manav, this was answer to your question. So we'll have one Kahoot game quiz over there today, DK, and I have always provided that assignments in the Git platform, so you can take up those in the Git assignments from the Git platform there. Uh, Ravan Sham, Ravan Sham. Ravan Shyam, what difference between NS Lookup and Nmap? Both the things are entirely different. Nmap is used for scanning a network, while NS Lookup is used for reconnaissance. So, and with NS Lookup, we are queuing up a domain and finding their mail servers and exchange servers. With NS Lookup, we'll look into the number of ports that is particularly open in this whole what do you say, ecosystem over there. Uh, Shoaib, please look into it. SR Gaming is telling that assignments are not there in Git. I hope that there should be assignments in Git. Yes, you can use Amit. You can use meta exploitable instead of VBox. Obviously, you can use that.
Sir, we have uploaded it in the Let's Upgrade community account.
Okay, it's loaded in a Let's Upgrade community account.
The link
So
is there in the description.
link is there in the description, guys. So the difference between public IP and a private IP permission. It's Prathameshwar. So it's like public IP is somewhat that is provided by internet service provider, and private IP address are those IP addresses that we exactly assign at our home. So private IP addresses generally start from 10, 172 or 192, while public IP address are some other numbers than 10 or 172 or 192. Okay, so now the things have completed over there with one part of this footprinting and reconnaissance is completed. So let's come to second part of this footprinting and reconnaissance. So what is it? It is about uh, sublist 3R. So we installed sublist 3R last day, but just let me just recap this thing with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll just see that sublist 3R is particularly installed here. So we'll just type in here sublist 3R, and so it should show me up with the help file. Yes, sublist 3R is particularly installed. So what we can do, uh, we can type in here sublist 3R and hyphen help to get the options that is available. Right, so we will be using this option of domain, and we'll be using this option of engines, and we'll use this option of threads. So I'll just go for sublist 3R hyphen D. I want to find out that how many domains are there for, let us say, something like Hathway.com. So Hathway is a very popular internet service provider in India there. So Hathway.com. And I want to query it with a thread of, let us say, 1. Or
Sir, we cannot hear you, sir. Guys, hold on. Sir will be back in a minute or two. Sir, we cannot hear you. Your mic is on mute.
okay, sorry guys, there was a bit of network disruption in here, right? So sorry for that. Okay, so it's sublist 3R hyphen D hathway.com hyphen T hyphen E is for the search engine that we want to use for searching. So I'll just search it from Bing. So now it is searching in Bing. You can see here that it searched itself in Bing, and it brought us these results in here, that there are 5 subdomains that it has listed for us, like carriers and whatever. So particularly we got this information that there are 5 subdomains of this particular domain called hathway.com. So in the same way, sublist 3R can be used to find out or decode any information about a particular domain. So let's move on to another part over there. So there is something called people.com, but it requires some registration in there. So just let me bring up this people.com's. There is pipl.com. There is a website called people.com. So you can see here that this requires your trial version to be completed. So you can just search for people in this website, right? I just don't want to search for people as of now. But again, this is a website for personal reconnaissance. That means you can just use this to find out information about specific people, but you have to request a trial for here. So once you request a trial, you are going to fill up some forms in there. So request a search trial, and you need to sign up here, right? So you need to, so I agree. I'll just not proceed. I'll just show you the procedures. So you need a business email. So it's not like Gmail IDs will work. So you need a personal business email from, that means you need a company ID for this one. So if the company ID is available, then only you can use this particular website. Okay, so let's move on to the next part here. Okay, so the next part is about tracking emails. All right, so we want to find out that where from an email has come. So for that, we will particularly use up a website called Email Tracker Pro. So we'll just go into this system. Where did it go? It's here. And we'll first of all take up a remote desktop of this one, because we'll have to copy paste the contents, right? So I'll just right click over here and go to command, what do you say? File Explorer. So I'll just go to File Explorer. I'll enable remote desktop from here, this machine. So right click, properties, and remote settings, and remote. So allow remote connection is already enabled. So I'll just find out what is the IP address. IP config. So IP address is 192.168.180.136. So I'll just do an MSTSC into it, MSTSC, and 192.168.180.136 is already written. So I'll just look into it. 234 at the rate ABCD. Okay, I've got the remote desktop of that machine. This would work in the full screen, so you will feel easy over here. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to just install something called Google Chrome first of all. So these systems are hanging now. Okay, www.google.com. I'll download Chrome here. Okay, so there is something set in this machine. I'll just do one thing. Give me a second. I'll just do one thing. This machine is properly not working properly. So I'll just go to snapshot, and I'll just go to just install. Okay, this is already natted, so I'll just bridge it off. Okay, there are certain settings that has to be done when Windows exactly comes up. Like go to Server Manager and go to Local Servers and disable this enhanced security configuration for Internet Explorer. So otherwise, this Internet Explorer is going to annoy you there. So just okay, get updates, close it off, and this one, okay. So I'll just check in that it is done. It's the off. It's okay. Just refresh it and see that it is particularly off. Okay, I guess that it's off, and we'll now come to this web browser and ask me later. And I'll just go over here to email tracker pro dot. Okay, we first of all download Google Chrome. So google.com and download CHROME Chrome. Download now. Run it. So what we are going to learn in a couple of minutes is that how to find out that where the mail came from. So you just go to download Chrome. Okay, just remove this one here. Install this over here. Install. So it will take up a couple of seconds to install. So it's already installed. Yes, in the meantime, I can take up some questions there. Yes, Rupesh, we are installing something called emailtrackerpro.com of email tracker pro from emailtrackerpro.com so that we can track out emails. And I have got a situation in here that my mouse is particularly hanging there. That's right. So I have to reboot my system. So it is a bit of annoying situation for me, and it's a live session going on, so I cannot just reboot it as such. Yes, you can hack a machine using its public IP. Okay, so we are into this machine, and I guess that the Chrome is available. Yes, the Chrome is available. And what we will do, we'll just do a bit of exercise in here. We'll just enable this, what do you say, remote desktop on this machine. I'll just right click this one. remote desktop connection is enabled. I'll just close all these so that it gets a bit less busier in this case. Okay, and I'll go to command prompt, find out the IP address, IP config. So 110.10.10.169 is the IP address. So I'll just do an mstsc to 10.10.10.169. And more choices, use a different account, /administrator. So we are into that machine now. I'll just restore it a bit. Okay, so here we go with installation of emailtrackerpro.com. So email tracker pro from emailtrackerpro.com. I'll just open up Chrome and download email tracker. We have email tracker. So this is the website from where we download this one, email tracker pro. Download it. It's downloaded, I guess, and run it. Next, I agree. It's a simple installation. Install. Okay, so I will. In the meantime, we'll take some questions. Sir, this is Rishikesh. Rishikesh has asked me, sir, we have to use VPN for hacking, not required. But being like if you use something like VPN or a proxy, particularly, you will be behind a firewall, and henceforth you will be safe on one hand. So you can use VPN for hacking, but it's not like it's mandatory to use VPN. Even you go for a cloud computing sort of structure. There also you will be anonymous. Uh, so we have, yes, I'll elaborate the display. Yes, I'll elaborate the display. Okay, so finish and finish it off. This is done, and we have email tracker pro running here. Okay, so just click on us. So this is on standard edition and so current edition. Okay, so all just click on OK and click on no emails have been set up an account. My traces, click on this my trace reports, right? And we'll exactly have to trace out from here. So trace headers. So we click on this trace headers, and we have to put in the headers of email that we receive at this place, right? So I'll just go for this. What do you say? Okay, wait a second. Chrome chr1 Chrome. Chrome has not been downloaded at this place. Give me a second. Mouse has really hung. Guys, if you would allow me, just I'll be back in a few minutes because my system is in a hang state where I cannot see the mouse, right? So I'll be just back in 1 or 2 minutes there. Right. Sorry for this interruption. So Shoaib, please handle it in the time being.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Guys, till that time, you can fill the attendance form given in the description.
Okay, guys, I am back, and let's start up this machine. So please stop that mic over. Sorry, please stop that camera in there so that this can become full scale.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay, so where did we stop? So we stopped at Pentester's machine. Yeah. So this is breached and power on this machine. I'll just not power on all the machines at the same time. So this hangs up the machine there. Yes, Shitanshu, we can exactly remote desktop from Android or iOS. So there is an application called RD Client that is available for Android. So RD Client is available for iOS even. So we can do remote desktop from iOS or Android. So are unable to play previous day, that is day 3 recording. So you can watch it there live on YouTube, I guess. So why to exactly play it on your system? So IP for remote desktop connection. So you just type in their IP config. So whichsoever IP address is available, the same IP address has to be used. I'll just check in the IP address for in a few seconds there, and then again I'll log back in. So right click here, go to run, and then CMD IP config. So it's 10.10.10.169. Again, start run. CMD. So it's MSDSC and 10.10.10.169. Again into that machine with 1234 at the rate ABCD. Yes, here we go. So we already have Email Tracker Pro installed, right? So we don't need to just install it once again. So this machine already has 190 this Email Tracker Pro installed. So what I need to do is to just grab up my email headers and put it over there so that it can trace out from where the email has come. So go to google.com. Oh, why did I go to google.com? So I could have opened it over there. Okay, no problem. I'll just manage. Let's close this one. Here we go. We have Email Tracker Pro. And okay, I'll take this one. And my reports, trace headers, just keep it open. Now I'll just open up my email from somewhere. So I'll just go over here and take up one window for emails. So I'll just app in here, go to Gmail. Why is Gmail? Yes. So I'll just go to this spam. There are so many spams in the system there. So I'll just go to spam and I'll find out that from where this spam has come. Just go to spam. Okay, let's take a random one. So Renault India. So I just want to find out that whether it is coming from a genuine source. So it's coming from Renault.co.in. And let's see that where the email is exactly coming from. So just click on this and click on show original. Once you are in show original, click on this copy to clipboard and just see it is pasted over there. We don't even need to paste it, right? So it's already pasted, and click on trace. So it's supposedly coming from who.in. So what will we see? Understand that it's coming from somewhere. So Renault.co.in is coming somewhere from India, isn't it? But it is not coming from India. It's in fact coming from somewhere in France. Right. So this is how we exactly trace up a mail, that how exactly from where this mail has come from. So if you want to see the report, click on this view report and open up it in Google Chrome, so that we can see that where the mail has come, where this has come. So computer, this has been found. So this is the email ID of that mail server from where the mail has come, right? And this is traveling from this way to Singapore and back to India. So this has been this is a jumping mail, or this is a hopping mail from France to Singapore to India there. So if you want to see the details, how can you reach the hop, so just click on this. This is a trace route for that particular. So this is just my IP address, or my router's IP address in fact, and this is the IP address of that particular mail server who has particularly sent this mail. So click here to show further owner details. So click on this and you will find that where this mail has come from. So here we find something like interesting in there. So organization is RIPE Network Coordination Center, or RIPE is the name of the organization who has particularly sent the mail over there. So it's not exactly coming from what do you say, Renault.co.in. It's a third party that has been outsourced to send this mail. So I hope that you understood how to find out or trace out the mail using email tracker. Please put up your questions if you have anything. So we have it in host computer. I tried the client, but I'm showing some error IP address of the computer. Uh, okay, guys, the chat heads are not showing. Does Windows Firewall close all the ports? No, we'll test into that. Spider will just test into it that what exactly is the scope of this. What do you say? Firewall in Windows. So header option for Yahoo, you have to find out certain options for Yahoo over there. T flag, Tarun Anand, what does actually T flag mean in sublist 3? T flag is for counting the number of threads. Like if you want the work to complete faster, it has to work in more number of threads. So if you put T2, it's going to work fast. It's T3 means it's going to work faster than that. To T4, T5. So you can put in my PC, we can put maximum up to T6, but because my system can handle maximum of three threads, 6 threads in there. So can you put up in camera over there, Shoaib? You try it, Shitanshu, you try this RD client once again. It should not show you any error over there. I have used this. Let me show you that what does RD client look like. In Android, this looks like this one. Wait a second. Let me show you how this. So Google Play, go to Google Play, Google Play here. And here you will find Google Play.
Yes, sir.
And here you'll find RD client. RD. So I am talking about this app. So this there are so many apps in there for a client, but I am talking about this particular app, remote desktop connection, right? So if this particular app is there, so it works good. It works in my system. I have used it personally on my cell phone, so it works well. Is it possible to track emails simply with trace RT and NS lookup? No, it is not possible. We'll not be able to find out the headers, Rajat, so we cannot do that.
So your camera is off, sir.
Yeah, my camera is off. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. So, yes. Uh,
Yes.
uh,
Perfect.
uh, Thank you. Thank you. Is it possible to track emails through? No, it's not possible to track the emails simply through trace RTNS lookup. You require the email headers to be scanned off over there. So trace RT doesn't do this task. So we have gotten now you can say specific application like email tracer pro over there. Okay, so is that information of email header correct all the time? Yes, email headers are almost correct all the times. Email headers are almost correct all the times, by the way. Josely Vaz, see here, how did we track up this email? So go to trace headers, click on this one, and I'll just clear off this clutter here. So I'll just clear off this clutter. Okay, see it's listing up every time. It's automated. So where did it go? Where is my email? Here I have got my emails, right? So this is my spam. So let's go to one of the place where. So there are so many emails in my spam. Like so, this is from Pranab Mishra or something, right? So this is from stocknote.com. So I want to find out where this mail came from. So just click on show original and copy it on clipboard, right? Go over there where your this resides over there. What do you say? email tracker pro. It can be on any system particularly, right? So you just need control A, control V. I pasted it and click on trace. So it's not tracing it. So this is how we trace it. Lucifer, I haven't tested it that how many we can exactly trace, but it's a 15 days trial. So for 15 days, I think that as many as we require, we can test over there of Blue records there. So see, we got this, and if you want to see the report, so click on this view report. At the bottom, it will be this owner's information. So click on this owner's information, and you got this owner's information over here. That who exactly has sent the mail. Using people.com, you can trace up phone numbers here. So, our tracing phone numbers, you can have this like Truecaller. Truecaller.com. So just go to truecaller.com and you will be able to trace up this phone numbers even, right? So like search India 9889671234 and search for it. Okay, I'll sign in with a Google account. Enhance search. Okay, I'll sign in with a Google account. Okay, it's bpg dot ves dot ves dot ceh dot class, and so with Truecaller we can just gain out the information or intel on the phone numbers as well. So let us see if it is giving this information. So it's been like, so this is my phone number. So let's see that somebody else's. So type down your phone number over there, few of you. Let me see if your information comes up over here. I'll just take it down a random number 98. Okay, so 98300196663. So this is from 62888 286 62888 286 62888 62888 286. Yes, this is a request from Alex Philip 62888. So am I correct? 623, sorry, 623888. So no result found. So there may be situations your number might not be saved by somebody over there. So Truecaller is exactly using its own database. So there can be situations when you don't find answers, but Truecaller is one of the way to find out the phone numbers there. Okay. So with that, let's move on to the next part of this session here. So we have, let us go. Okay. So the next one we have like scanning. So let's go for something related to scanning. So I'll just stop my screen share for a couple of seconds. We are ready to go now. So let's use this. I'll just not use this pen tester's machine this time. I'll just keep it aside, and I'll take up a new machine called Kali, and we will use up uh, Nmap. We'll use up Nmap to test that what are the ports open and all. So this so now what is scanning? Scanning, we exactly find out that how many ports are particularly opened, what are the services related to that particular port, and like what is the operating system that is being used by that particular IP address and all. So this sort of information can be gained through something called Nmap. So with that, let's go over there, new window, and click on this. And here we go for a Kali.
So we cannot see your window.
Yes, I know that. Let it initialize. So in the meantime, I'll take up questions. Can we locate exact location? So exact location means Ambati exact location is never exact. It's the location of the IP or the location of your service provider. That means you can exactly locate the city, but you cannot geolocate it exactly, right? That means you cannot locate the building exactly. How to use people? So for people you have to subscribe there, right? So for people you have to subscribe, Anurag Sharma. Without a subscription you cannot use people. Your connection is getting denied for remote desktop connection, so just hang on for a second, Pramit. I'll just tell you how to find out that how to use a remote desktop connection. Okay, so with that, let's move on. So this system has started, so I'll just log on as BPG and the password over there as 123456. I'll maximize this here. Okay, so we have a command called nmap. So nmap cannot be used by this particular guy, or can it be used by a particular normal user? Let's see that nmap, and we'll just scan up www.certifiedhacker.com. Let us say certifiedhacker.com. So what it is telling, www.certifiedhacker.com, it's not able to resolve. So let's see if we are able to ping first of all 8.8.8.8. So we are able to ping. So that means we are able to reach to internet. So www. Okay, so just see that it's www.yahoo.com is resolvable. Yes, even Yahoo is resolvable. That means I just might have made a mistake. SCRTE. Okay, certified. Typo. WCRTE. Okay, I'll just do something else. So nmap, I am making a typo, hyphen hyphen help. Nmap hyphen hyphen help will give you all the help. That means what are the different options that you can particularly use with this particular command, right? If you are very much new to this one, just come to the examples. So if you can see the examples at the bottom, right? So these are the examples that you can do for a quick start towards this nmap particularly. So I'll just sudo or first of all, let me clear this screen. CLS clear. I'll just increase the font size. I guess it's not visible. Yeah, here we go. So I'll do an nmap and hyphen hyphen help. So at the end we saw that it's nmap hyphen w hyphen a scanme.nmap.org. So if you just go to this website, you'll find something interesting. scanme.nmap.org. So I told you that you cannot scan anybody without his or her intention or consent in there. So how do we exactly test our skills that we know something or to find our scan me, SCNME? Why didn't it come? Me dot yes, this is the website. See, read it. They read this on what it is telling. Hello and welcome to scanmap.nmap.org, scanme.nmap.org, a service provided by this and this. We set up this machine to help folks learn about Nmap and how to test and make sure that their Nmap is working properly, right? So that this is a particular machine that is designed to test Nmap. So you can test your Nmap skills over here. You are authorized to scan this machine with Nmap or other port scanners. Try not to hammer hard to this machine. Okay, so just do not scan more than 100 times a day. So it's telling a few scans in a day is fine, but don't scan 100 times a day or use this site for testing a brute force attack. So you can go for your testing your hacking skills in there, but don't just hit too hard on this one. So I'll just go for Nmap and map without a hyphen v and without a. I'll just do up something like scanme dot nmap dot org. So this will give me the open ports on that particular system. So we'll wait for the results. It takes them some time to scan. Okay, so this shows us the result that the nmaps report started on for this one, which has this IP address, right? And it took almost 0.2 seconds as its latency, and these are the ports that is opened on the system. So what is it telling? It's telling that 19 port number is open, but it is filtered. So filtered means what? Filtered means these ports are opened behind a firewall or something. That means these ports are particularly firewall. If you find an open port, that means they can be accessed. Like this 22 is open, that means we can do something like SSH. So if I just open up a new terminal or just open up it from here, so open up a new terminal and just do something. Okay, it's closing fast. So I'll just do. So if it is SSH is open, so if I can do, so here we have found that 22 is open. That means SSH is particularly open here. You can see. So SSH SCANME scanme.nmap nmap.org. I can do this. I'll just be thrown with a username and password instruction over there, and I have to fill in the username and password. So it's asking me for this password for BPG. So obviously I don't think that BPG's account exists over there, but still 22 port number resides. That means we can access that. 80 port number resides means that it's a web server. We can open the web page of that system, right? So this is how we just start up scanning a system. Nmap and scanme.nmap.org is the host that we want to scan. Okay, let's come to the next experiment in here. Let us say I'll tell in IPA. So I am on to 10.10.10.168/24. So let us say that I want to find out that what are the IP addresses that is connected behind my system. That means along with this system 10.10.10.168, what are the other systems that is particularly connected to this? So I'll just do something like nmap and hyphen pn hyphen p and 12655 65536. That means I'm scanning up all the ports, port number 1 to 65536 for all the systems that is there in my network. So how do you say that all the systems in my network? So 10.10.10.0 to 10 or 1 in fact to 255, right? So if you just do this one, it's going. So what is a port squidding 0 in inclusive 65536? I just made it made this one 65536. It should be 65535. Now it's going to scan up all the systems from 10.10.10.1 to 10.10.10.255, and it's going to scan up all the ports that is there on the system. So I'll be able to find out that what are the systems over there. So just hang on, it's going to take a real good time to scan. Nmap is a generic tool here. Okay, Josely. That means you can particularly use Nmap on any Linux machine. You have provided, you have to download it. Like you can use apt command over there in any version of Ubuntu or Debian. And you can use like yum command, yum install Nmap or apt install Nmap to download Nmap's version for that particular operating system. So, but with Kali it comes free. So with Kali you don't need to install it as such. Okay, so can you open up my camera, please? So I'm taking up questions there.
Yes, sir. Your camera is on, sir.
Net discover command has been depreciated, Ansuman. So net discover doesn't come up anymore. So you can just see over here that if Ansuman is listening to me, and net discover NETDISCOVER, net discover command is not found. Net discover has been depreciated. It doesn't work anymore. You can use Zenmap instead of Nmap, but why to exactly go for Zenmap instead of Nmap when Nmap can do a whole lot of things for us? I know that we can go for a verbose one. I'll just show it to you after some time. So if you just press enter over here, it will tell you that how much more time it's remaining. So like it's 22 more minutes remaining over there, right? Gautam, I didn't get your question particularly. So can you come with your question once again? I do, Akshay, there is no use of graphical user interface as such. Zenmap gives you graphical user interface, but there is no use of that graphical user interface. Command line is enough. It consumes less bandwidth and does the things for us. So Zenmap, it's okay. If you want to use that, the same thing is available over there for graphical user interface. But I don't prefer that. Yes, Rupesh, you can use Nmap in Ubuntu if you have to download that. Type in their command apt install Nmap and it will install Nmap in Ubuntu. No, you cannot use Nmap in CMD in Windows. It is not going to work, Rajan. Alex Philip. So if it is showing up remote access denied, just go to your Windows system over there, type in their CMD and type in there who am I? So who am I? Take this full thing and type in there on the remote desktop connection. Full thing. Right from desktop dash something slash me and the password for that machine. It will not show you. Then in that case, it will show you the correct results. Which tool is used to test exact speed of internet? Rupesh Marne. So we have certain tools, like you might have noticed of somebody telling that speed test. There is one more called twowire.com. Twowire.com. Right? Okay, wait a second. Google it out. Wire. Wire.com. Speed test. It's fiberprobe.net now. Okay. And you can go for this start and let's compare this speed. So it's a nice question that how will we find our speed. So my download speed is somewhere around 23 20 20. So it's fluctuating. So let's go for speedtest.net and let's find out that what it says. This is the one that exactly gives you the real time picture that what is your download and upload speed. So it's 6 Mbps is here. And go. So this one doesn't give you a nice picture. So it is 21. So this is the committed speed of my service provider there, right? So different websites will give you different results in there, right? So so it's almost around 9.43 for uploading. So let's test what is this for uploading here. So upload is 41 points. So ironically, this is not the real picture. This is the real picture, right? So I hope that you got your answer that how will we test the speed to for this connection. So this is going to take up 16 more minutes. So 16 minutes remaining, 30.56 complete. Okay, so what is the replacement for ZSH? No, I don't know about this. Sir, what is UDP TCP scanning use? So this is going to, we are doing up a full scan on the system, right? So you can do up something like TCP scan or UDP scan. There are different options for that. But this is good. If you want to learn details and map, join our premium class for that. So Rajan, you cannot run Nmap in CMD. Nmap for Windows is not available. For Windows, it is graphical user interface, right? So I'll just show you that. Okay, here we have it, but Nmap for Windows. Type in your Nmap for Windows. So this is Nmap for Windows, right? So it is available in graphical user interface. So you have to download it and install it over there. But it's like you cannot use it in command prompt particularly. So it is there. It's telling that it's there, right? It's there. That means you have to download and install that. By default, it is not available. The 15 minutes remaining. Okay, Lucifer Laza. What is the difference between name server, mail server, web server, and FTP server? Name server is your DNS server, which has got 53 port number open. It's used to resolve your fully qualified domain name to IP addresses. Mail server is your system that is responsible for keeping your mails, like gmail.com is your mail server which keeps your mail. So it has inboxes inside it where mails reside. Now, web server is the one that gives you web pages, like google.com is a web server, facebook.com is a web server, in fact, right? and FTP servers. So there are you can say servers which can be used to transfer files. Let me show you what is an FTP server, what an FTP server looks like. So if you I have got an FTP server at FTP colon slash slash 10.10.10.106. So it's I made a GDP. It's FTP colon slash slash 10.10.10.106. See here, I'm getting the files over there, so I can just click on any of the what do you say, link over there, and I can download it particularly. So like I want to download it, just click on this and it will be downloaded. So click on download and it will be particularly download. So FTP server is used to transfer files. Your mail server is used to transfer mails. Web server is used for getting web pages. Like all these are web servers, whatever we are seeing over there, right? So this is in fact a web server. And what is a name server? So name server is the one that resolves your fully qualified domain name to IP addresses. Like when you are using NS lookup, you are in fact querying your DNS servers. So if you use CMD and NS lookup, you use your DNS server. So my DNS server in this case is 10.10.10.49. So if I just type in anything over here, like www.orkut.com, let us say, does this exist anymore? Yes, it exists. So this is the IP address. So if whatever name you put in there, if you are using a DNS server, that DNS lookup exactly is used to test out that my DNS server is able to resolve these names or not. So DNS servers are the name resolvers. Like it's like a post office. So it keeps the record of all the names and what are the IP addresses of that particular names. So 12 minutes remaining. How to create a remote desktop connection from a system? It's very easy to create up a remote desktop connection. If you just come over here and type in here mstsc on a Windows system, you can grab up remote desktop of any machine. Like let us say I just want a remote desktop of 203.163.246.43 and on port number 8181. So I can just grab it out, like, or I can just grab out some port number from 8080 particularly. So this is going to give me the remote desktop of that particular machine. So use a different account. I'll just use VES. And so this gives me remote desktop of a particular machine, and it lies on a public IP address. So I can just gain up remote desktop of any machine from any place. I've just changed the port number for safety purposes in there. Otherwise, if you just don't have port numbers changed, you can access it from any part of the world without changing. Okay, it's going to take 12 more minutes. If someone is using VPN, we cannot just track them directly until unless we just trace out the logs of that VPN or organization whose VPN they are using. With a VPN, it's virtually impossible to track. TeamViewer is an example of remote desktop. Yes, Akshay, it's surely an example of remote desktop. Email Tracker Pro, it tells you the IP addresses of what do you say, the mail servers particularly. So in fact, it's almost a true experience of where the mail is coming from. This is a 10 dot, like I am scanning up a private network in there, 10.0.0.1 But if I open up, like, let us say a different window and do something like Nmap and -pn -s and www dot, okay, www dot VICESOLUTIONS so you are querying a scan type that requires, okay, so it requires root privileges. So sudo su hyphen and 12345 hyphen pn hyphen ss, okay, wait. Nmap hyphen pn hyphen ss and www dot VICESOLUTIONS solutions.in. It's going to scan up the thing, right? But this time we are scanning up a you can say fully qualified domain name which has a public IP address. One more thing, you want to know what is a public IP, address? Just go to Google and type in here major IP blocks. Go to this website and it gives you information about what IP addresses are used in different countries over there. So good, let's go to France. So you can see that France uses IP from ranging from 2.0.0 to something starting with 2, something starting with 5, and again 31, something starting with 37. It does not start with 10. It does not start with 192. It does not start with 172. You can see over there. Go to any country. Let's take it like randomly. Let's take it this one. So you can see that it does not start with 192. It's something else. It does not start with 10. It does not start with 172. So all these IP addresses that are used in some part of the globe as a public network over there. So these type of IP addresses are particularly called public IP addresses. And other with that we use at our home are called private IP addresses. So that, I hope that you got your answer. Amit Mathur, I'll just see that once I complete this one, I'll just see that I get time, I'll just explain it. Okay, so you see here, we got the result and these are the ports that is particularly open on that particular wikisolutions.in, right? So we scanned up a public IP address. So here we go. So we have 6 more minutes remaining. With the logs, Sarang, we can exactly make a log of ARP records and we can just find out that who is particularly spoofing. Sniffing, it's Royalson. Royalson, sniffing is an art of finding out the packet exactly. Okay, that means what are the different packet that exactly a system receives. If we are able to track down that packet, it's particularly called sniffing. Shoaib, these people are telling that we do not have our assignment in the link. So can you see that the assignments are available or not?
Sir, we will upload it by 10 o'clock, sir, on the
So
GitHub.
it will be uploaded by 10 o'clock. Don't worry. Got that, Pramit? Sniffing, Parmeshwar, sniffing is an art of finding the packet type, right? And spoofing is an art of session hijacking. That means you can change up the MAC address of a system temporarily to so that the packet gets transferred to some other machine over there. So this particular methodology is called spoofing. This network scanning is used to find out that what are the different ports available or opened or filtered or closed in different systems in a particular network or in a particular subnet over there. So scanning is exactly, in a nutshell, scanning is exactly the way of finding out that what are the different ports that is exactly either opened or filtered in a particular subnet or in a particular uh, on a particular IP address. Prakash, remote desktop server is used to emulate remote desktop terminal over there. That means I have, let us say, let me explain what is remote desktop. There are so many people who are interested in remote desktop. Oh, sorry, MS Paint first of all. So let us say that we have this machine over there in any part of the globe, right? And there is an Windows system in any part of the globe. So this is your Windows system. This is your Windows system, right? The Windows machine, machine, and these two are connected via routers. So they can be in a local network or they can be connected via routers over there. So either this is the scenario or this is the scenario. That means they are these two Windows machine or this Windows machine. So this can be a Windows machine or this can be a Windows machine. So this is in a LAN and this is in a WAN. So I just want to get remote desktop. That means the screen of this machine. Okay, so this is the screen. Screen. Okay, we can even call it. We can even call it console. So if I want to get the console of this machine onto this place so that I can work over here, right? So this particular MSTSC is a program in Windows, MSTSC, or R desktop in Linux, right? So you can use MSTSC or R desktop in the client side to fetch the remote desktop of this machines, right? So it's a terminal emulator. So R desktop is in fact a class of terminal emulator. Okay, here we go. How much of time remaining? 31 seconds remaining, guys. Shadow googly aggressive scanning makes any damage to the target? No, not at all. Aggressive scanning doesn't make any you can say damage to the target. It can slow down the target for a couple of seconds over there, but it doesn't damage the target. So see here, we got the report. 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, and 4 dot are having these latencies. Day 1, day 2, day 3, there was no assignment. Day 4, we have a cumulative assignment for all these classes that was taken, right? And we do have a Kahoot quiz.
Sir, please explain them how they have to upload the assignment.
So to upload the assignments, what do? You create up a Word document with all the screenshots, right? So I'll just show you how to exactly do that. Give me a second. I'll just stop the screen share for a couple of seconds. Okay. So for the assignments that has been given to you, what you have to do? You have to go to this Word and take up the screenshot, write in the question over there, right? And once you are there in the question, you can just paste up the screenshots and highlight your answers as and when required. So now this is something that you have to use over there, a bit of brain that you have to use, that how easy you can make the evaluator find out that what you want to answer, right? So this is how you have to answer. You have to take the screenshots, highlight the answers when and ever required, like, okay. So like if you have a command, so type in the command sudo so you have to just highlight this command over there, whatever you type, so that it's easily visible to the invigilator that what exactly you want to mean. Okay, it is taking hell lot of time in there. What I'll do is that I'll just scan up one IP address in there, okay, or I'll just scan up 4 or 5 IP addresses particularly. So I'll open up. So let this be running. Let this be running. I'll just not close this one. So it will just take up its own time. We'll come back this one at the end. So I'll just do an nmap -tn -ss and 10.10.10.21 to 25. So I'll just scan up all these over there. And I want to scan up, okay, so just this much. So that's it. So 4 IP addresses, I'll 5, oh yes. So we see that these are the systems over there. So 21 has got 80 port number open. So 22 is not available. 23 has got 80 port number open. 24 has got 80 port number open. Likewise, I want to scan up, let's say from 100 to 106. So I'll just do something like 100 to 106. So see here, so from 100 to 106, we have got 100 as one of the system which has got 135 port number open, and we have got 106 as one of the system which has got so many ports open in there, right? So this was the same system where I was doing FTP a couple of minutes back. So you can see that it revealed me with this information that FTP is particularly available in this particular system. So FTP is open on this particular system, isn't it? Assignment has to be uploaded, Rajan, on Git, your Git repository there. So you might have got the guidance. Yes, Lokesh, you can change. Lokesh Goyal, we can change the MAC address of the system. Obviously, we can do that. Okay, so now it is time for vulnerability assessment, right? So I'll just let this one run somewhere in the background. I'll open up my pen tester's machine. So this is my pen tester's machine, and I have got an application called Nessus installed in here. So I will just go to Nessus installed and click on yes. So Nessus is a particular tool that is used for vulnerability assessment. So I'll just type in here Nessus 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 download. You can go to Nessus download and you can download Nessus from here. So it's available from www.tenable.com. So this particular application is used for vulnerability assessment, right? So, but you have to sign in over here. So you have to sign in over here, or it's like people. You have to have a business email. It cannot be used with Gmail accounts and all, right? So it's a scanner, in fact, like Nmap, but this one tests you for your vulnerability, that what is their vulnerability in the system, right? So what I'll do is that I'll just do some scanning on my domain controller on a server that exactly has some services installed in there. So I'll just do one thing. Give me a second. Let this one restore. Yes, this has restored. So I'll go to File and New Window. First of all, I'll test that which network it is in. Is it in bridged or is it in NAT? So it is in NAT. So I hope that my domain controller should also be in NAT. So where is my Windows domain? Here it is. So this is my domain controller. So this is a different type of server. So I'll just scan up first of all with Nmap and show you that how many ports are particularly open. Don't worry about that. So this is one of the servers. So let us say that this is one of the server. Domain controller is a type of server. Okay, it's active directory services, particularly that is installed on a Windows system. So let this machine start, and once this machine starts, what I'll do is that I'll just scan up this machine and let you see that what are the IP addresses that is particularly available on this system over there. So this is taking up a lot of time. Still 1 point, so I'll just abort this one. I'll just reboot it. Power off. Just power it off. I just scanned up the whole infrastructure, in fact. So LAN segment. Okay, no, it should be NAT. Click on OK. Power on. Okay, so I'll just use this. Since these two systems were there in NAT, so I just made this one as NAT. So I'll take a few questions in there. In the meantime, the system initializes. So guys, if you have some college's email ID or something like that, you can use that instead of business email. Spider, you can use your college's email ID address, IP addresses over there as your business email. And if you don't have a business email, then join our premium class. We'll give you a business email there. We'll take a few more minutes, Ankita, to complete this off. Ankita Chaudhary, just be patient. It's really a 3-hour session, but we'll complete it around 2.5 hours. You bridge your pen test machine, Lokesh Goyal, and it will be there in the network. If it is not working on that, bridge it. Okay. So here we go. So this machine is ready. So I'll just kick off this machine here. That's the password is 1234 @ ABCD, the same password. So see here, there is a domain here, my domain, right? I'll just find out the IP address. I guess that it's 192.168.180.100 if I could remember it properly. But still, I'll just find it out once. Nessus is not online. Nessus is not online. It has to be downloaded, Deepak, right? And there are no free vulnerability assessment softwares. Remember that. There is nothing like free in this cyber security world. Okay. Oh, what it is? Yes, IP config. So 192, 168, 180.100. So I'll just come to Kali and I'll type in IPA. So we are on the same subnet. I'll just make it a bit larger in size. So I'll just sudo first of all. Sudo su hyphen and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and nmap hyphen p pn hyphen ss hyphen a is for aggressive scan, hyphen v is for verbosity, and I'll just scan up this IP address 192.168.180.100. So I'm scanning up this IP address that is behind a firewall with a SYN packet and aggressively and in a verbose mode. Okay, let's do that and see what are the ports that is particularly open. So see, there are so many ports that is particularly open over there. So it's scanning up 12 of these services. We are covering almost everything that is related to CEH exam patterns, Shaujuddin, right? So let it work. So it has almost 0.6. So it's almost complete. 91.67% is complete. Depends upon the company size, Lucifer Laza, that how much of investment a company does for cyber security. It depends upon the company size. Like I invest hardly, let us say, around $20 per year in for my company. But it's not like Google would have invested to just $20. Give it a second. It's about to complete. 91.67. Okay. Let it complete. Let it complete. If it is working with NAT, Manraj, so it's okay. If it's working with Bridge, it's okay. It doesn't matter at all. You should ideally be in a network altogether, right? So if you are in a network with Bridge, it's okay for you. There is one command in Kali, Sage, what is it? Sirajuddin. Yeah, there is one command in Kali Sirajuddin which is called Nikto, right? So it can be used for vulnerability assessment, but that doesn't give you much of information. Okay, so here we go. So the scanning is completed, guys. And once the scanning is completed, what we can see the whole trace results in here. So just let me maximize this. So here we go. So here we can see this full result in here, right? So these are the ports that is particularly opened. So it gives me that 53 port number is open. That means it is particularly a DNS server. So domain is a services, right? So 88 means it is using up some Kerberos. So that means Kerberos means it's a domain controller. This is how we know that. And this is what you learn in fact in ethical hacking, that if you encounter a protocol or encounter a port, how will you find that what that particular service is meant for. So this is particularly showing that it is using Kerberos. That means it's a domain controller. Now if you come over here, you will find that the system has some signatures of the operating system even. So here we go. So see here, it's running Microsoft Windows Server 2016. So we just came to know that this is using Microsoft Server Windows Server 2016 in there, right? So so we have this domain controller. So is it updated one? So I'll just click on this Microsoft ready. So this is not the updated one, right? So power on this virtual machine. And I'll show you from here that what will happen if it is not updated. What will be the scan results if it is not updated? So that will take up a few seconds to power on. Burp shoot and all, these are all complicated things over there. We cover it in your, what do you say, the premium section. Okay, Deepak. If you Tarun, you can use NAT if you want to remain isolated. That means you don't want yourself to be exposed to the world, and you want to be like using the whole Wi-Fi. That means you want to connect yourself to the whole Wi-Fi of your uh, office or Wi-Fi of your home or your hotspot particularly. Then go for Braced. In both the cases, internet is going to run in VM. Doesn't matter. But the point is that NAT is a bit safer side. Okay, so this machine is up. So just let me do a bit of ping in there. So CMD and ping 192.168.180.100. So yes, it's pinging. Okay, so this is our domain controller. This is 180.100. So what we are going to do, we are going to scan up the system. So go to this and localhost 8834. So there is Nessus already installed. I didn't want to install time in installing of Nessus, so I just kept it installed. And it really takes good time to install. In fact, it takes almost 20-30 minutes depending upon your internet speed, because it gets updated. So I have used registered user over there. So this will ask you for a user registration during installation itself. So this is what I just typed in during installation. The same user account I'm using. Okay, so I'll just go for new scan and advanced scan, and I'll type in here domain controller unupdated, not updated. This will make it not updated, not updated. And here we keep in the IP address 192.168.180.100. Okay, go to credentials and go to Windows and type in the username over here, like ADMINISTRAT or administrator, and the password is 1234 at the rate ABCD in this case, and the domain is mydomain.local, right? Okay, so once this is done, just click on this and launch it. It's super easy. Just you need to type in the IP address and the username and password, and it's going to scan up over your system over there. So it will take a couple of minutes to scan. In the meantime, we'll take up questions. So Bbox is a a system that can be used for bug bounty. Okay, Parmeshwar. And obviously there are certain websites even that can be used for penetration testing. You just google out, there are certain websites in there, you can google out. So google.com and type in their top 10 penetration testing sites. This will give you so this is about, so the first result is enough, I guess. Learn software testing. Okay, so this is the second day. So this gives you the whole lot of information. Okay, let's come back. It will take time. It will take time. This is going to take time. Rohit, I didn't understand your question. So how many one can pick? Bbox is a venerable machine, Ujjwal, that is used for testing your penetration testing skills over there. What is the difference between Asani, Jivangi? So what is the difference between spoofing and DOS attack? Spoofing is like man-in-middle attack, while DDoS is distributed denial of service attack. Both are different types of attack altogether, right? Spoofing, you will be able to grab up somebody's either unencrypted or encrypted communication. That means through spoofing you can grab up user ID and passwords. But with the DOS attacks, you can just bring him down to the foot over there. That means you can just you can break up the system, or you can disrupt the network over there using DOS attack. Amit, this is not the right time to explain phishing. You just watch up the videos. Uh, it's almost explained over there, or else I'll send you up something a documentation related to this on the next class. Uh, Josely, Josely was, how will you demonstrate how to do spoofing? Not in this section, not in this section particularly. So if we have a session on session hijacking, we can do that. Hitesh, Docker and Docker containers are something that is out of scope. It's a different topic altogether. So Docker and Docker containers are your enterprise class engines over there, which is used to containerize the objects. So it's altogether a different thing. In fact, we are not going to cover that anyhow in either in premium program or in this free program. So we are scanning up the system while it is not updated. We'll be able to find out the vulnerabilities in that operating system. And it will even tell you that what is the recommended resolution for removing that vulnerability. So what I have done is that I have kept that particular domain controller updated in one way. Right. So I'll just revert it to updated snapshot and scan it once again. Okay, let me ask you a few questions here. So you have many questions from your side, but again, let me ask you a few questions. What is the command that is used to do social engineering attack? What is the command that is used to do social engineering attack? So Vedant is right. Alex, you are wrong. It's not SC tool. It's SC toolkit. It's SC toolkit. Okay. So which option with ping command can ping without stopping? I mean to say that I want to ping regularly to a system. So which option should I use with ping command? Okay. -T. Yes, -T is the correct answer. Ping space IP address space -T, and it is going to ping up unterminated. Okay, I want to ping a system with a load of 5,000 bytes. So formulate a command that I want to ping up a system with 5,000 bytes in Linux. Formulate a command that can ping a system with 5,000 bytes in Linux. Is it? Let us check. So ping -help. So S is the size, right? So S is used to test it. So clearing the screen once again. So ping -s
Hello, sir. Guys, sir got disconnected. He'll be back in a minute or two. Stay tuned, guys. Stay here.
So am I broadcasting?
Yes, sir. We are live.
We are live. Yeah. I just pinged with a heavy byte, and that is why I got disconnected.
Sir, we have also updated the Kahoot link in the description, sir.
Okay. 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 So okay, sir. So it was ping hyphen s and the size of the packet, right? The point is that I pinged with 5,000 bytes of data to my router 10.10.10.48. So in fact, I got disconnected because ultimately that didn't take up too much of load. So that is why you might have seen that what is the effect if you are pinging up a network with heavy loaded packets over there. So this is going to take a bit of time to scan. Hacking is a matter of patience. Hacking and penetration testing is a matter of patience. You have to be patient there. Okay. In the meantime, we have got Kahoot link over there on description. You can go there and find out that Kahoot link and give the quiz. Yes, the quiz is very simple, and it would take hardly 2 minutes maximum to complete. Shoaib, will I be able to see their Kahoot score?
Yes, sir. We will send you the data, sir.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Once everyone is done, after the Kahoot quiz ends on 25th August, we will send you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Thank
They
you.
can play it after the lecture, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Just let me refresh it once. Maybe it is stuck or something. So today's assignment link has been submitted over there. So you can just grab up that assignment link. Shoaib, can you just guide them that where is the assignment link?
Yes, sir. In the description, we have a link to our GitHub repository named as Cybersecurity Essentials. Like till 10 o'clock, our moderator will update the assignment file there, sir. By 10 o'clock, we will upload it there.
Thank you, Shoaib. Okay, so this one has completed. Can you stop the my? It's just yeah. Thank you. So this one has completed, right? So you can just click on this domain controller not updated, and you will be able to see the results there. So click on this and see there are 15 critical vulnerabilities, 74 moderate type of vulnerabilities, that is sorry high type of vulnerabilities, and moderate vulnerabilities are 24. So you want to just download this report, so click on reports and click on HTML and click on this custom and generate report. So it's taking some time to generate. And the report comes over here at the bottom. So click on this and it will open up in your browser, and this is the whole report in there, dear. So if you just come at the bottom, it will give you the resolution. It's exactly discussing about the different CVEs, in fact, right? So if you can see over here that it discusses about CVE 1020178582. The CVE is common vulnerability execution. So it exactly finds out or tells you that what exactly can make this system attackable. So if you want to have a detailed understanding on CVE, just Google it out. That CVE over there. Let us say I want to go understand more about this CVs. So I'll just copy it and paste it somewhere on Google. So it will open up this exploit database over there. And it gives you that what this one does. So it's discussing about some Wi-Fi related information over there. That means it is really attackable through Wi-Fi or something. So if you just come at the bottom, so I'll just come at the bottom here. So see, suggested recommendations. So what is the suggested recommendation? The suggested recommendation says that you install this KB456511. So if you look at this one, now where did it go? Domain controller. Yeah. So I'll just bring in, get myself inside this system. 1234 at the rate ABCD. And click on this control panel. Go to control panel. And go to uninstall a program, and here I'll find something like view installed updates. So if you click on this view installed updates, this will show you that what are the updates that has been installed. So this is an update, in fact, right? So see, I don't have that update, in fact, right? So this number is KB4565511. So I don't have that KB. So this KB can be downloaded directly from internet. So if you just click on this or copy this one out, and I'll just paste it over here somewhere. So this is not big science in here. This is the matter of tool download. So you can go to Microsoft update catalog and you can download this from there. So you can see here it's written cumulative update for Windows Server 2016 based systems. So it's of huge size. So it's around 1.5 GB in size. So I'm not going to download that and install it. Obviously, it's already installed. So I have pre-installed for these classes. So where is this? Okay, so where did it go? So this is your domain controller. So here we have. So right click over here and snapshot and domain controller updated. I'll just take you through this updated snapshot and I'll show you the experiment. Power on this one. This is going to take up a time for booting. So let me have some questions here. So what is the command that is used with Nmap what is the option that is used with Nmap to do a port scan? Like I want to do a port scan of 80. I want to scan port number 80. So what is the command that I use? What is the option that I use with Nmap? Lokesh Goyal. -p. Yes, -p is particularly used to do upper. Yeah, -p. So Lokesh -p80 is going to scan up only port number 80. If you want to scan port number 22, you type in there to p-p22. If you want to scan like port number 1 to 555, so p-p1 dash 555. -pn is used to bypass a firewall there. Okay, so the next command is like VMX. What is VMX? VMX. What is VMX? What is VMX? What is VMX? Okay, so let's move over here. So let me show you that this is updated with that particular what do you say, patch or security update. So click on this. Let's go to control panel. And uninstall a program and few installed updates. So you can see that this has got that particular update 464565511. So the recommended one. Where did it go? Where did it go? Yeah, here and here. Yes. So we were searching for this particular update. 45. The same update is available over there. That means I just kept it updated. So you can just contra match over there. So this is done. Now I'll just scan up once again, but this time I'll scan while it is updated. So click on this my scan, new scan, and I'll just do something like advanced scan. And domain controller updated. Domain controller updated. Okay, and we have 10.192 dot sorry 192.168.180.100 credentials, Windows administrator, and the password 1234 @ abcd, and my domain dot. That's it, and launch it. So it's going to take up a bit of time to launch and complete it off. So once it is completed, we'll see that how much vulnerabilities are there in the system. Or is it showing up that still there it has 15 vulnerabilities in there? So the session is going to be over in AG. The system is going to be over in just 10 more minutes. That's just bear with me for 10 more minutes and it will be over. 10 more minutes and we are going to complete it off, guys. Can we use OpenVAS? Sirajuddin, yes, you can use OpenVAS. Obviously, you can use OpenVAS. But still, I think OpenVAS requires registration, isn't it? So let's have a look. Oh, OpenVAS, NVAS, VAS. Okay, VAS download. Try out OpenVAS. I have used OpenVAS, but it's long back I had used OpenVAS. So yes, I think this one still requires registration. Yeah, this one requires registration. In fact, it's not like it's completely free over there, but it's an open source, obviously. Yes, Nessus can be performed on VBox even. Abhinav, the session is going to end when this completes. This scan completes and we are going to end up the session. Yes, Alex Philip, there are several cloud platforms other than Google, like we have AWS. So you can even use AWS, like here I'm showing you aws.amazon.com/console, and you can use this platform as well, right? So log back in.
Sir, what is the deadline for the assignment, sir?
So deadline, it can be submitted till Friday. It can be submitted
Okay.
till Friday. Okay, so we have EC2 instances over here. So this particular thing is called EC2 instance in Amazon management console. So you click on running instances. It's same like your Windows instance. You have to click on this one and create an instance over here. Go through a bit of tutorial in there on YouTube, that how to create an instance on Amazon Web Services, and you will find it. Okay, so the scanning is still going on. Yes, Robin, you can use virtual box instead of Vmware. So Vmware, Oracle VM box is free of cost. You can download it from the website and you can use that. I'll just sign in out from here. And or just go to Google and download Oracle VM box, VM virtual box. And here this one you can use. Right. So it's an alternative to or your, what do you say, VMware. Alex, I'll take your this question afterwards on dark web. You can take up that Wi-Fi adapter path if it is available. How to use command prompt as administrator in Windows? Right click over here and command prompt admin. So this is how you use command prompt in Windows with administrative privileges. So it's a refresh is not required, Rajan. It's done. It will take time. This one takes time. I know that. Sani, you are asking me where I am from. So I am from Bokaro Steel City, Jharkhand. I am born in Hyderabad, Miapur, but my parents were you can say joint sector venture employee, so they got transferred in 1980s, and since then I have been studying in Jharkhand, Rajasthan, and then again I was there in some for some time in Uttar Pradesh, and now I am in Kolkata. So since 2013 I am in Kolkata there, son. I think it is almost about to complete. So that is it, guys. Will yes, it is completed. So let's verify this one. So you can see that all the critical vulnerabilities has gone. 15 vulnerabilities that were critical has gone, and obviously we can deal with about these 7 of them. I didn't exactly update it accordingly. That is what I just wanted to show you in that what is critical vulnerability and how it can be removed. These are all medium class vulnerabilities, so it doesn't matter much in that case. So that is okay for us. So critical vulnerabilities are removed now. Okay, so if you have any questions, please put up. Otherwise, I have finished for today. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope that this has been informative for you. It was really a long session today. But anyhow, I tried to make up the things as simple as possible. Nagaraj, I am in Kolkata particularly, but my ancestors are from South India, Hyderabad, Miapur. Okay, guys, thank you 100 times. Uh, can we have a bye in there on the chat? Bye bye. Okay, guys, have a nice week ahead. Until then, have a nice time. We'll meet on Saturday. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for joining.